The topic of the video is the 4-year cycle. Crypto is dead. According to Mr. Ben Cohen, okay? Ben Cohen, again, if you see, he has about almost 1 million subscribers on YouTube. And his adamant about crypto being dead. And the 4-year cycle is done. It bearish on Bitcoin, and he's like, altcoins will never go up. Okay, we may get a relief rally, according to him, in Bitcoin, 200,000, but altcoins are dead. Again and again, he's been making videos on his Twitter and YouTube. Right? Look here, how many people? 1.1 million followers. Benjamin Cohen. Right, and all his tweets are bearish. Everything he says is bearish about the cycle. He thinks it's the top. Okay, the 4-year cycle is coming to play. October 10th, October 8th, I think, was the top, according to him, and that's it. We go down from here. Can he be right? Yeah, possibly, but I disagree. There, on his channel, he posted a video about 6 days ago. 6 days ago, it's called The Unfortunate Pattern. Okay, I'm not going to play this. I want you to go and watch this video. What he says in this cycle, in this video, he's comparing the USDT dominance. He says that USDT, what he's seeing in USDT, he says that calls for a bear market, and USDT, usually that's true. When USDT goes up in dominance, crypto goes down, right? And it's fair valuation. I can understand where he's coming from. So according to him, okay, this is the USDT, and he thinks that this is just a retest. This is just a retest. And we go up from here. And for him to prove his thesis that the dominance goes up and crypto goes down, okay, I really want you to watch him, okay? Again, there's no crypto influencer, good or bad. You're learning from everyone, okay? So this is, I don't want to dig on him. Can you hold for a second? Jay, I'm live. I can't talk right now. Okay? So, yeah. I don't want to take a dig on people, right? But, it's the opinion, okay? That's his opinion, and my opinion differs from here. But his opinion can affect a lot of people, okay? On YouTube, he has about, how many followers? Almost close to 1 million. On Twitter is 1.1 million. So the whole narrative could be set, okay? So I am just saying that what he's saying in this video, in the unfortunate pattern, here he talks about, Ben Cohen talks about USDT going up. And his thesis is that if you look at Bitcoin dominance, it has the same pattern. And what happened to Bitcoin dominance? He shows this pattern right here. And he says, see what happened here? It came back for a retest. It came back for a retest and it went up, right? And this pattern looks exactly the same. If you look at USDT, it exactly looks the same. So I don't blame him, right, for thinking that. Then he shows another pattern to confirm his beliefs. He shows Palladium. He was like, guys, look at Palladium. It went little lower. It went little lower right here. So, the dominance for USDT could go a little lower, and then we bounce back up. That means bear market is confirmed. You go a little lower. If you look at USDT, USDT is Tether. Tether's dominance. So he has USDT and USDC together. Both charts look similar. So I'm just using USDT right now, as of now. So he thinks that we go just a little lower and then we bounce up. Okay. So I'll tell you why. And he's going after these two patterns, right? Palladium and the Bitcoin dominance, right? Well, the thing he forgets, the thing I don't like about so many people, they are so tunnel vision. They're only looking at Bitcoin as an asset. They don't look at other assets. I study about 2,000 charts, okay, of different cryptos, Chinese assets, Indian assets, all kind of different things. They are like laser focused on Bitcoin, okay? So that could be the problem, I think, with him or with Ivan on tech. The problem here, you have to see that how far we have come, right? See, this is USDT. Does this look like a bottom of any chart if you look, right? Does this look like a bottom to you? Does this look like a bottom to you? All the charts that he's showing, right, the Bitcoin dominance chart where the pattern is formed is at the bottom. If you look, where is the pattern formed? It's formed after retracement at the bottom. This pattern is formed, right? If you look at Palladium, where was the pattern formed? The pattern was formed after the retracement at the bottom. Look, the pattern was formed after the retracement at the bottom. And he's looking at Bitcoin dominance, right? So I want someone to clip this part of this video and send it to Ben Cohen and explain. It could probably open his mind. Maybe he gets open-minded about what he's thinking from a different point of view. Okay? I'll explain you why. So he's looking at this pattern and going after it, right? So, but I can show him in the same chart, the Bitcoin dominance chart, I can tell him that he could be looking at the wrong place. I think we are here. Let me show you. Today, the Verizon service sucks. I have Verizon Internet. I think the Verizon line is down. So that's why my internet probably is slow. A lot of people are using internet off Verizon because their phones are not working. My friend called and he said that his phone was not working. So just wanted to give you a heads up. You might feel a little lag. Okay, so the pattern that I feel we are in is right here. If you see the USDT, I want you to send this video from here onwards. I want, Ben to see this, okay? If you see this, this is the Bitcoin dominance pattern, okay? See what happened, right? I don't blame him. He thinks that it goes up, and then from here onwards, we go up, right? Like that. But let me show you why I think he's wrong, and he's looking at the wrong place. My friend is looking at the wrong place. If you see this and the USDT pattern, they are almost identical where we are, okay? Where we are is almost identical to this pattern. And it shows we go down. USDT dominance goes down. Let me show you. Let me change the view so you are able to get a better picture of what I'm talking about. Okay, much better. So if you look at this, where we are, I think, is right here. Is right here. And we don't go up from here. We go down from here. See this? And now look at this. What do you think? What do you think happens? Okay. He's not looking at this pattern. So, and his video is called The Unfortunate Pattern. So I want to make this video called A Fortunate Pattern. This is the most fortunate pattern you can get in crypto. USDT dominance going down. Okay. Look at this chart and look at this chart. Okay. What do you see? US dominance going down for a long time. Okay. So this is what I see. I see US dominance. It's already going down. Okay. And he expects it's going to bounce back up. Okay. I'm trying to make you money, Ben. Okay. Buy some altcoins. Stop dissing altcoins. Just because you're not in it, so I can understand your bias that, you know, you're probably positioning yourself accordingly. But this is what happens to the Bitcoin dominance. It goes down from here. Okay. So I proved my point, right? There's another thing that I wanted to share with you is Bitcoin dominance. Okay. Where we are into Bitcoin dominance right now, as of now. I proved my point by the pattern. At what stage we are in the pattern is this stage. And this whole other phase is left. This whole other phase is left. And people, a lot of people will be left behind. A lot of big people will be left behind who are on the sidelines. Okay. So let's see where Bitcoin dominance is right now, today. Okay. As of today, where is Bitcoin dominance and what's going to happen? Let's see what my friends are talking first. Say hello to everybody. How are my friends? Shrey, my friend. Shrey TV, baby. What's up, brother? Brian? Do you still own some SLP? No, I sold. You know, it might go up, but I sold on the bounce. Can you please shift yourself on the left side if possible? Jay. Shrey, can you please chart XCN? I will do all that, but I want to explain to you first where I'm coming from. I want to explain why I think we are going to get the alt season. Okay. That's because of the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance right now, as of today. Let's look at it, where we are. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance today is 59.68. And I think the Bitcoin dominance tops here. Can it push a little bit more? 59.71? Yeah, maybe a 72? Yes. But I think Bitcoin dominance tops here. And, you know, we go down from here. Why? I'll explain you why. I'll give you the exact reasons. Let's push this on a weekly time frame. On a weekly time frame. Why am I bullish on altcoin and 4-year cycle is dead? The whole video is about the 4-year cycle dead, and we have come to a new age of crypto. Why we have arrived to the new age of crypto. Look at this line, right? We got below this line, and I feel it's a retest of Bitcoin dominance. Now we will go look at the daily. This is the retest of a long frame trend line. See this? So you'd be like, why do you think, Shrey, Bitcoin dominance goes down from here? Because crypto is going to pump like a MF. I'm looking at all the other charts. These are the few things that you look at when you look at the bigger picture. But I'm looking at this with, a different perspective. Look at this. It's in this channel, I feel. Bitcoin dominance is in this channel where the dominance will not be able to go above this range right here. You see this? I feel the dominance will stay in this channel. See, this was the top, and it'll stay here. There's another resistance, powerful resistance coming from the top that will stop Bitcoin dominance from going up. I think the Bitcoin dominance crashes hard from here onwards. Make sure you have this video with you. See this? I feel the Bitcoin dominance will go down sharply from here. The next level I think it'll stop is here. Pause. I mean, it'll keep on going down, but a little pause should be, next level should be here. Okay. So imagine Bitcoin dominance goes just a little bit lower. What happens to altcoins? This is a huge, in next 2 weeks, it starts from today onwards. Today or in next 2-3 days, this starts to go down, almost 3%. But on a long term, Bitcoin dominance, if you look at the bottom, from bottom to top, I think Bitcoin dominance stops at 5. At halfway, we would get a pullback. So halfway puts us right here, okay? At 51%, I would say. 50%. It could be, we could go a little lower than 50.23, 50.16. The week could go a little lower. But this is where ultimately we are going, is at 5 right here. And right there. That's where I feel we are going. 50.61. And let's look at it from 50 to here. It would be how much? Right there. Okay. We reach at this spot, 50%, and have a pullback. 51%, we go to 51% like this from now onwards. From this week onwards, Bitcoin dominance goes down and reaches 50%, 51%, and then gets a pullback. Like this, we keep on going down until probably February or March. Could push to April, okay? Where we reach at this stage right there. And then the Bitcoin dominance gets a bounce, okay? Gets a bounce where it goes back to 54, maybe 54.50% right there. Stays there for a while before it's, falls again. But imagine, this run from here until 50.61, what that run's going to be, okay? That run's going to be phenomenal, okay? Phenomenal for the altcoins. Remember, today, Bitcoin dominance, 59.69. Bitcoin is sitting at 97,600, some change. You heard on this channel, okay? I have a very small crypto channel. And, I've been right about Bitcoin. I've been wrong about the timeline for altcoins. And sometimes, when you write about an asset, but you're wrong about the timeline, that can affect your judgment. But I don't do leverage, so I don't have to worry about these things because I never play leverage, and I don't even advise anyone to do leverage or options. Leverage or options are for when I get out of the market. When I get out of the market and I'm positive, I'm like 1,000% shot, or if I'm not sure about what's going to happen to the market and I'm out of the market. And if there's a chance that Bitcoin would go up, then what, right? So I would do $10,000 in shorts, $10,000 in long, right? Whichever works out, right? You make money both ways. When I'm out of the market, I would do 10,000 short, 10,000 long Bitcoin, right? Or the crypto market, depending on what asset you're looking at. But that's how I'm going to play. I never use leverage positions because it can, leverage, it goes to zero. All your cards are with the market makers, right? At what options, how many people are short, how many people are long. They have all the data. So imagine you're playing a poker game and all your cards are visible to the other party. You're going to lose, man. That's a guarantee. That's why I never place buy order or sell order on any exchange. I stay awake whole night sometimes when I feel an asset's going to reach its top or I'm on a trade for short-term trade, then I stay up. I don't put sell orders or buy orders because I don't want them to know when I'm selling or when I'm going to buy. Unless if I'm in a flight or traveling, then I put these orders. But yeah, let's so Bitcoin, I feel we go to 106, 107. 106, 107, that's where Bitcoin is heading to. Not like Ben Cohen said that we'll stop at 100. No, I don't think we stop at 100. We spend here a little bit, and again, the game will be played for people longing and shorting. A lot of people will get liquidated because they will short Bitcoin once it reaches these levels. The 4-year cycle guys are going to short Bitcoin at this point. They think that this is it, and Bitcoin crashes, goes to $60,000. But I think what ends up happening is we reach here, we get a small correction, okay, nothing big, small correction, and we pass some time here up and down, getting people confused, okay, liquidating people. Longs and shorts all will be liquidated. And then Bitcoin reaches this magnificent between $130,000 to $135,000. Okay. That's what I think is going to happen to Bitcoin. And I've been saying this for a long, long, long time. Bitcoin is going to between $130,000 to $135,000. And I don't think the cycle will be done. Bitcoin goes to $150,000 probably by the end of the year or Q1 of 2027. Again, timing could be wrong, but I think there is, a long way to go before the cycle ends. Long way to go. Okay, let's turn on some music. This is good information, guys, okay? Oh, damn, I forgot to do one thing in this thing. Oh, God. How can I do this? Are you able to hear me properly? Forgot to put this on the speakers. Internal speakers are still going on. Lower the volume. Okay. Were you able to hear me properly in this video? Let me know if you're able to hear the sound and everything clearly. Because the feed is a little slower, right? Matt, Shri TV, baby. So brighty television. Jazz me, baby. Yeah, man. Okay. Questions and answers. Hitan, Shrey, can you please start XCN? Okay, let's do XCN. Thanks for the $10. Yeah, 5-year cycle I can understand. 5-year cycle. There will be a pullback. The sound is good. Is the music too loud or the music is okay? I can lower the volume if it's annoying to you. You know, the music, the background music. Is the background music okay? Or lower the volume? Okay, let's let me know later. Let me do XCN. You have to bear with the internet today because Verizon whole network is down today. Bro, next level up is this level right here. You know, 13 cents. I would say, if to be conservative, let's put it this way, okay? $11 cents to 13 cents. Yeah, 11 to 13 cents. And how it's gonna act, I don't know. Is it gonna do this and then go up like that? Okay, but that's what I think where we are going with XCN, because I'm bullish right now. Altcoins are gonna pump like a motherfucker, trust me. Not all altcoins, but this has a considerable pump, so I feel at least, you know, some sort of correction, you know, right here at, you know, it'll stop here at 0.01, could stop a little bit for a little bit, okay? Until then, we're going between 9 cents to 13 cents. I don't know what happens after that. Okay? Looks bullish to me as of now. Haha, me too. Vision pulsed, LOL. What does that mean? Raj, vision pulsed? Bitcoin Baijan, you are cheating on vision. You're awesome, Trey. Can we please look at AOs? Stop hoping for at least 50 cents. What's the conversation about? Crisscross pleasure, first time in his stream. Oh, welcome, brother. Trust me, you will come back. Yeah, man, I am bullish. I am very bullish. There are certain factors that I feel, you know, a lot of people are not looking at it just because, you know, like these soldiers have this thing. What is it called? When they come from the war and they are dejected and you know. So like we have fought a war for 4 years, almost 5 years of being in a war. And you're mentally just tired, and you feel every time we pump, we go down. Every time we pump, just look at the asset, like Zilliqa or, any asset you look. Just look at Dia, for example, So what happens to you psychologically? You are just done, man. You give up. You give up on crypto. You give up on every dream that you had about crypto. Just look at this. How many times, it's just like having a good girl when she gets fucked over by 10 different guys, right? In a period of 4 years. Her trust in men is going to be gone. She's going to think, that this is not just another guy who's going to dump me again, take advantage of me. Just the same thing goes with guys. If your heart is broken 2-3 times, somebody cheats on you, you never trust another person again, right? That's why so many men have become cold, right? They don't open themselves up. But there are good people out there. You have to understand. There are good people out there. You have to keep an open mind. Just like in crypto, you've been betrayed for all these years. First, total depression going down. And this is your first relationship after a long breakup. She dumps you. Then you give another chance to another girl. And then she dumps you. You be like, then the small fling dumps you. And you were like, this must be great. And it dumps you. And here, you're like, never, ever again. Never. That's where, people in crypto are. So I don't blame you the way you think or how, they are going through the same. We all human beings. We feel the same emotion, happiness, sadness, but you have to be a contrarian at some point, right? And see things with a different picture. If everyone's bearish, every single one is bearish, then it's bullish, okay? All these fucking YouTubers are bearish. Big guys are, bearish. Even small YouTubers are bearish. So, yeah, I suffer from PTSD. Yeah, PTSD is the right word. PTSD from crypto. That's what happens in relationships and betrayals as well. If your friends betray you, 3, 4, 5 friends betray you, you never trust or you become very cautious. You become close, right? That's what's happening to crypto guys. They are very close-minded and they are looking, their bias is towards all the negative things, all the negative news media. They're looking at all the negative they can find to prove their point that the bear market has started, okay? Just because their mind is playing games with them. But if crypto was easy, then every single Joe will be a multimillionaire or possibly a billionaire, okay? It's not easy. 2016-17 was the only easy period. EOS forever hope. Okay. Let's look at EOS. How did you find me, though? The new guy. How did you find me? Chris, how did you find the stream? Did someone recommend you or just YouTube recommended me? How did that happen? Okay, EOS. Let me share something with you, okay? Let me share something with you. Give me 1 second about EOS. Let me share something with you about AOs. Damn, internet's super slow, man. Yeah. Okay. Here's a chart of AOs that I posted on my Patreon. Med, what happened here? It went away. Okay, let's go back. So this was the chart I posted for AOs, right? That we would go to 0.103, right? 0.103. Where is AOs? 0.103. It went a little lower than 0.103. This is the market cap of AOs. Right there. Okay. I said 103 was right here. We went a little lower. All right. So I feel, we are going to spend some time here. See, I already have a chart ready for you, okay? The amount of time that we spend here, right? I feel the same amount of time we'll spend here, okay? Before the next leg up. And actually I want this to happen, go to this point and come back down to this point, right? Stay in this range, and my other crypto goes up, and I can get back into AOs because I'm not into AOs right now. You can say I'm being selfish. People holding AOs will be like, "What the fuck, Ray? Let it go up." But it hasn't spent enough time here. I feel it'll build a pattern like this. Okay, it'll build a pattern like that. Once it builds it, it's gonna be fast. When it goes up, it's gonna go up same time frame, okay? When it goes up, either it'll be this time frame, like 42 days, or this time frame right here. How it's gonna go up, 50 days. So once it forms that pattern, after that, 40 to 50 days, it'll be at $2 or $2.50, okay? 2 to 250 will come very fast in like 35 to 40 days, okay? Let's between say 40 to 50 days from this consolidation, it'll go up very fast. Okay? I'll get bullish once it crosses this level right here. 22 cents. If it crosses 22 cents, 22 to 24 cents, this is when I get bullish about AOs. Until then, we could pump to even this level right here, 19, 20 cents, and still come back down. Okay, so pumps are for trading, I feel, as of now, for AOs. Rudge, yeah. That's what I was showing, man, from the Patreon. Rudge. Oh, the AO's call for from the bottom. I called AO's right here on the Patreon that AO's going to pump right here. We all got into AO's right here at the bottom, right around 11 cents, and went to $1. So Patreon got this call for AO's a long time ago, right here. We got all here and took profits right here. Okay. So we've been in AO's for a long time. I called LCX. LCX, we, there are cryptos. In this cycle, very few cryptos have made money. So AO's is one of them which made money. LCX is what made money. LCX, we got into LCX. I'll show you when we got in. We got into LCX right here. And it pumped to exact levels which was mentioned on the Patreon. We got into LCX right here. I think right here. I got into LCX right here. And, some people got in here. Okay. So we did the whole run, It was beautiful. Making money. Those days were amazing. And you're making fucking ton load of money. Yeah. So see where LCX is. I'm still bullish on LCX. Look at this. Right there. Man, perfect. And where's LCX going? I feel. Be going to $1 LCX, possibly $1. Yeah, this looks like it's when traders look at this pattern, they'll be like, this looks like a head and shoulder. Sure, it does look like a head and shoulder. It's gonna go down. Look, typical head and shoulders pattern, right? I don't blame them. It looks like perfect head and shoulders. This is your head. First one. No, this is your shoulder. This is your head. Another shoulder. And boom. Right. But I think we stop here and go up from here. Okay. Just because I'm bullish on crypto for next 40 to at least 80 days. From here onwards, I'm bullish. Okay. You should start to see Bitcoin dominance. It's at Bitcoin dominance at 59.70 right now. Okay. If it goes above this level, then I would get scared. Okay. But do I think it's going to go above this? No. It's going to drop like a tart. Bitcoin dominance drops like a tart from here. Okay. Drop it like a tart. Drop it like a tart. Fun times are coming, my friend. Get excited. It's going to be fun. Let me show you the LCX call. Okay. Let's find the LCX call. We made a lot of money in LCX. And those days are coming back, guys, okay? Those days are coming back. We're going to make a lot of money in Swiftcoin and Polyswarm. Remember these words, okay? LCX. Bitcoin Cash is going to do really well, okay? Bitcoin Cash is going to do really well. Okay, right here. Let me show you. Okay, June 24th, 2023. You know, this was right here, August 9, 2023. That's the final target, but this was the bottom when we bought right there. Right. That's the final target, you know. But that was the call for LCX. What was the price we bought at? 0.07? No, it was 0.04. So it was a long time ago, man. So 0.04. Right here at the bottom. Yeah, I told you we bought at the bottom. And from here, 6x, 7x, actually 8.5x. Okay. If you go any lower than this, then you know, then I will be wrong. Okay. At this point, you know, it shouldn't have gone this low, but it did. Okay. I thought it would stop right here, but we went a little lower. So it is what it is. But I'm still bullish. At least if it doesn't go to $1, then this channel stops here. This channel stops here. Then at least to 55 cents, I feel, you know, to maybe 60 cents. Yes. Okay. But as of now, I'm bullish on this. Hey Shrey, why don't we look something different for once? Metis. Okay, let's look at Metis. Because what happens is because I look at these charts so frequently and study them thoroughly. In my free time, I look for new cryptos. But the problem with new cryptos, there's very historical evidence, you know, for me to feel confident about them, right? That's why I don't get involved with those cryptos that much. Give me 1 second, okay? I will look at it. so slow, man. Do you guys have a problem with the Verizon service? Like with your phones? Verizon service been getting SOS to a lot of people. Is that correct? Well, I'm not getting a full chart. Okay. This is ridiculous. So slow. Chart's loading really slow. I'm trying to look for something because I looked at this chart. I'm gonna find something about Mattis. It could be my computer. Computer is so old and so much junk in it. Might be slow. Never been this slow. Yeah. You know, I've been so frugal about spending my money. Very frugal. Because, you know, I would rather, you know, buy Chainlink for $13 than spend $13 on a burrito. Because that $13, $14 is going to be in next 6 months, $100, you know. But I'm already too much invested, man. I'm all in, all in. You can't get more in than this. Okay, this thing is too slow, so fuck it, you know. I'll just look at Mattis. The other chart's really slow and very sluggish right now. It's not fun to work like that. Okay. Get it. Hold on. Okay. Let's look at Mattis again. Mattis cannot be allowed to go lower than this. I'm surprised it went this low. Mattis is, I think, Vitalik's mom's project, right? That means it's Vitalik's project. Vitalik's mom is not a programmer, is she? So this is Vitalik's project, Mattis. Let's look at this inverted. Like forming a megaphone pattern. See this? If you megaphone pattern. like yeah, you can. This thing can go lower than where it is right now. If it breaks the megaphone pattern, then this thing is going to zero. Okay, so it has to break this level consistently to get bullish. Right there. Where are we going next? I feel, right here. This is where $14-15 consistently, but the only thing is some cryptos will not reach another all-time high, okay? Some cryptos would die off like that, and will not do anything, right? So the question is, how much faith do you have in Metis, right? According to the chart, it should create a new all-time high. According to this, if we go by the channel, then we should be doing this, like this, going up, possibly breaking this pattern and going up, and $800, probably a little more, but if it stops here at 618 or 5, you have to see where Bitcoin is in the cycle. When Bitcoin reaches $135,000, between 130 to 135, expect a pullback. So during that region, if it's sitting here somewhere around 67, expect a pullback, and some cryptos will never go up from there, even if Bitcoin goes to $135,000. I'm sorry, $150,000. So that's what I think happens to some cryptos. So ideally, it should reach this $450 range, new all-time high. But it could go, even break this channel and go to $1,000, okay? But as of now, you cannot go any lower than this point. I think it's the bottom for Metis. If it goes below it, then this crypto, forget about it. But just look at the RSI. RSI is so low, Bro, just look at this. We are like 29. We were like 28. And this is the first time you're getting some sort of relief. Okay? So, yeah, just because I'm bullish on other cryptos, that's why I only talk about cryptos that I'm super confident on, which are going to pump and create a new all-time high. Why did the music stop? How long I've been live? Like that music? Calling retirement on fucking Shray TV, baby. Consider and Tom Lee predict BTC reaching 250 to 400K this cycle. God bless them, bro. I don't think so. I think between 140 to 160. Is Shray, why don't we look at Metis? I already did. Jason, hi Shray, will Theta ever pump again? Yes, it will. man, this is a long stream. I've been live for an hour and 30 minutes. The point of the video is Ben Cohen and many other YouTubers and influencers are bearish, and I am bullish, uber bullish, okay? But I want to learn about the conversation that you had. Vision good, but calling for a bear market like Ben Cohen. Vision only one calling for a bull run. Need AOs to fly. Okay. Yeah, I suffer. Yeah, I agree. Sherry is the only one bullish, and I believe he's gonna melt the faces of many YouTubers who have twice or thrice his subscribers. Yeah, man. I am very bullish. Just look at it. I would turn bearish if Bitcoin dominance fucks up here, you know? But I don't. Just be glued on your screens, glued, and have this chart open, Bitcoin dominance, okay? This chart's gonna bring you your bull run or bear run, okay? This chart, where we are right now, is the most important place. We cannot go above this level, 59.95. Nope. I even say we should not go above 59.75. Okay, we already kissed it, and I expect you should start to see relief in altcoins today evening, you know. And as soon as this day changes, the Bitcoin dominance is gonna fall really hard. Okay, get ready, get ready. You heard it on Straight TV, baby. What else, man? Let's just talk. Let's just talk right now. Brian, feed us BCH. Let me relax a little bit. Everyone could see me from outside. It's dark. Hold on. My window's not open. I want you to share these videos. Talk about me on these crypto channels. If you go, tell them, talk about me, man. Spread the word. When you go in these chats, talk about me. This channel, that's how it's going to grow. And more people is going to come into crypto. Because I've been stagnant. And, it helps me, motivates me to make more videos. But when it's sideways, it's boring, right? That's why I don't make many videos. I used to make a lot of videos every day because it's pumping. Once it starts pumping, there'll be more energy, right? It doesn't make sense when it's going sideways, just for views or... No, I don't like to do that. I would rather spend my money studying. And I'm pretty active on my Patreon. Okay? Should I stay or should I go? Whatever you guys say. What is Stockwitz? Stockwitz. No, man, I stay in my bubble. Just to get clout, I go after Ben Cohen because he's big, That's why, using his name maybe brings in more people to my channel. That's the only thing. I don't like to put people down, man. It's not in my thing. But in America, it's big. It's like competition. People put each other's down. I don't like to do that to peers. He must have worked really hard to build his audience. The guy has a different perspective, and I have a different. But that doesn't... I don't lose respect for him, He's worked hard to get where he is, right? So it's just because my channel is small and I did everything to, bring it up except dancing. I can't go dancing and do TikTok videos. You know what I mean? So that's why I go after big guys so that people come and, they see a different perspective, because my channel is really small and they should have given me shout out a long time ago. I've been right on Bitcoin to the point. Again, it's all about marketing yourself. Nobody's going to know how good you are until you say it. There's no point being humble. On the internet, no one has predicted Bitcoin like I have. No one. To the T. Bitcoin to the T, from the bottom to the top. Everything. But, there's no... I think it's good in a way. You're a small, community that gets to know what's happening. If I become big like Ben Cohen, probably my calls will not be true like what's going to happen to Ben Cohen right now. It'll be, people will be hiding their faces, And I'm not diplomatic about what I believe in, right? That, if maybe this, maybe that. No, I believe we are going to pump from here, in a massive way. And if I'm wrong, then I'm accepted that I'm wrong, okay? I share your videos, especially the BCH ones, on there, okay? Let's rock some more charts, okay? Let's see what's pumping, what's dumping. Right now, Bitcoin is the only big boy pumping. I like that music. Dash pumped. ICP. Horizon. Okay. Nothing much, just a little bit. Bearer chain, probably a fake pump. Maybe. Let's look at Bera for... I just want to try a different crypto. Bera chain. Chain. This, if you want to know, to find a full chart of a crypto, it says, crypto. These are the exchanges where it's listed on. But when you click on crypto, you find the full chart. Because sometimes if this thing got listed just a week ago on Coinbase, then it'll have a short chart. This would have a chart, usually, most of the time, not always, a full chart. So again, this looks like a new crypto. Chain. Yeah, see, like, there's not much to just don't like the name of it. It's Bera. That fucking name. Bera chain. Bear chain. That means it's gonna take money from you. Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, not excited about it. Because these cryptos could do this, I would rather invest in Digibyte where I know where we are. And, because it's such a short cycle, you cannot say what's going to happen to this. It can pump. It can do something like this. Just goes, pumps, consolidates like that, and go up. See? It's glitching. So, I think it's enough for today. We had... yeah. Bro, Brian, Bitcoin Cash. We are going to the moon, okay? We are just retesting that $600 level, okay? Nothing to worry about for Bitcoin Cash. You know us, where we are going, okay? We are going to the moon. Nobody can stop Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is going to the moon. Long-term retest is almost done. See, this is the long-term channel where we came out from. When we start to go up, I want it to go up aggressively, not slowly, The next stop is at $1,300 to $1,400. We stop. We pause a little bit before we moon, okay? And let it be. You see this channel? We're going to hit the top of the channel at some point. That is $4,000 or $5,000, man. Okay. I'll take off. The whole idea about this video is I'm bullish. Don't get disheartened. Bitcoin dominance is the chart you should be focusing on. Okay? And I'm there for you. Okay? We will pump. Have a good one, man. See you all. And welcome to everyone who's new here. Keep coming. Then I'll go live more often. Okay? And spread the word on all these forums, WhatsApp, anywhere you can go. Spread the word. Share my videos, man. That this guy is bullish. Look at this. His concept, clip. You can clip the video. You can clip my video. There's a section called clip. You can clip the video and show them in, your, what is that thing called? Not Instagram, Telegram groups, so that the word spreads. If you have your Patreon, share the video in your Patreon chat groups that, this guy's saying this. What do you think about that? Right? Stuff like that. Okay? That's how word of mouth, the word spreads. All right, my friends, I'll take off. You have a good one. Love you all. Bye. Lolo. Sure, brother. Take care.